Chairman, thank you. Thank you so much for having this this hearing. I want to thank all the witnesses, your organizations, your companies, your personal work, everything you've done in terms of being champions for career and technical education training. As co-chair of the Career and Technical Education Caucus, I mean, I share your passion. I know how important that is. Ms. Rowe, good to see you as a brother Eagle Scout. Last time we met, first time we met actually, and the last time we met was at the National Jamboree in West Virginia. Sure. Hopefully I'll see you there later this year. Hopefully you'll be coming back, and I'm looking forward to visiting. My first question is for you, Mike. With in your testimony, you mentioned Project Jumpstart, very successful job training program, which really does sound like music to my ears and those of my colleagues, I'm sure. You mentioned its success in urban areas. Do you or have you seen this model work in rural areas?
No, I haven't. In fact, I haven't seen it firsthand work anywhere but Baltimore, which is why I'm behind it. I grew up there, but I also think that as a format or a template, it's low-hanging fruit. It's something that could easily be identified. It's not really on point to the bill I know we're contemplating, but it does check a few of the boxes. You know, I would suggest an even better organization to make people more aware of is Skills USA. You mentioned the Boy Scouts, you mentioned Future Farmers of America. You know, I work pretty closely with both of those groups, but nobody hits it as squarely on the head as Skills USA. 300,000 kids basically competing every year in national competitions within the CTE world. And it's phenomenal to watch their passion, and it's amazing to watch them grow. And it's criminal that more people don't know about them. I mean, literally, you fill a room with 1,000 people and 950 have never ever heard of them. But they're the best example I have of a private organization that really stepped up to kind of fill in that smoldering crater we created when we took the vocational arts out of high school. There are many, many others, but in terms of PR, we got to hear more about Jumpstart. We got to hear more about Skills USA.
I mean, you raised a very important issue I think we're all aware of is a lack of, well, what we're aware of, but it's the lack of awareness of the incredible opportunities. And some of that can be achieved through raising awareness of Skills USA and other great programs that we have in place, because I think today we still deal with a stigma of, you know, among students and more specifically among parents. And I know that with the legislation last year that we'll be reintroducing here hopefully next month, part of that was pushing down an awareness to the middle school earlier for kids to be able to have that information. Ms. Lufkin, first of all, thank you for your service as a former agriculture educator. Agriculture is certainly is one of the, well, it is the largest industry in Pennsylvania. 1 out of 7 jobs come from agriculture, and the connection between strengthening career and technical education and improving the agriculture industry is undeniable. I love the STEAM caucus, but I have a double A. It's arts and agriculture. Your testimony made it clear that students who engage in CTE during their time in school tend to have access to a higher quality of life. How can a reauthorization of the Perkins Act help give more students from all backgrounds this promising opportunity to succeed?
That's a big question. So I think access to high-quality career and technical education is sort of the key component of this, and that is ensuring that every career and technical education program that's funded with federal funds is of that nature. So I know that the Association for Career and Technical Education, and we have been involved in this, are in the process of creating criteria around what that particularly means. And so certainly the federal legislation could support the inclusion of what high quality stands for. So articulated credits, integrated curriculum, equity as a component of that, access to work-based learning, dual enrollments, all of those and more could certainly be incentivized in the legislation. I think also ensuring that special populations have access more than just non-discriminatory language, but actually proactive strategies for engaging special population students in career and technical education are also other ways that the legislation could be supportive of the question of access to CTE.
Thank you, Chairman.